When I was applying to be a quant, one of the common interview questions was, what makes you different than everyone else who walks into this room and tells us they're qualified to be here? And I always struggled with that question a lot. But I feel like not enough people are answering these questions with themselves before they start day trading. We already know that 95% of people ultimately end up losing money in the stock market, and 99% of people, that includes like major banks and hedge funds, billion-dollar firms, they're underperforming the S&P 500. So you've got a 1% chance of it being worth your time. And I don't think enough people are asking themselves this question where, what is making me different from everyone else who is trying to do this? The majority of retail traders who are using ICT concepts, technical analysis indicators that are really simple to understand, like elementary level stuff, super simple technical analysis strategies that the average 16-year-old could wrap their heads around, using charts that are available to everyone on Earth. Every single person can see that information. You have what you think is an edge where you see like a big gap and you call it some special term like an order block or a fair value gap. And you understand terms like liquidity, and that puts you think in the 1% of people. You think that's enough to give you a whole career in the space? It's ludicrous. It's really crazy for me actually to hear it. If you want to outperform, you need to be doing something so creative and so competitive that most people wouldn't even be able to understand it. So if you're taking advice from people who sell you content that is understandable for the average 12-year-old, you will not make money. It's time to wake up, and it's time to learn an actual competitive skill set if you're set on staying in the stock market. If you think the stock market is going to be your friend just from reading a couple books, watching a couple YouTube videos, including mine, if you think the content on my page is going to change your life forever and make you a multimillionaire, you're wrong. My goal is to educate you on how difficult this really is. The idea that this is going to be your life and it's not going to take a lot of work and you're not going to need to learn an actual skill should be completely removed from your head. Just get that out there. Unless you're willing to take the time to learn a skill set that only 1% of people have, which I like to say is an understanding of machine learning at a really high level, an understanding of the stock market at a really high level, and the way to integrate those two together, you're probably not going to compete. If you think you're going to compete with an ICT concept, technical analysis, trading strategy that is super, super easy to create, you're wrong. And that's just the fact of the matter. So stay sharp.